Look at that. And why did it zoom in?
Oh, you're doing your review?
Yeah.
You done yet? Here, let me turn this off.
I knew the beds in the residence
Turn
would
this
be
off
taken.
because you don't need to listen to ghost
Yeah. This guy's listening to ghost stories. He knew the beds in the residence were going to have ghosts in them.
Yeah.
But he went in anyway because he was a crazy white dude. That's the theme of this selfie review. There's 3 movies. Went hopping yesterday with my wife and my 81-year-old mom, and we went and saw... I should probably stop revealing her age like that. That's not very nice. But we saw Everest, followed by The Martian, followed by The Walk. Yeah, we were just talking about, man, there's 3 movies about white people who put themselves in danger and then whine about being in danger.
Why do white people do that?
I don't know, man. It's a recurring theme. It's happened ever since like Friday the 13th. Remember, like, well, actually, not Friday the 13th though. At least people were just like trying to have fun, camping and having sex and stuff, and then Jason decided to kill him.
See, there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, I don't think that's stupid white people problems. That's everybody's problems.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know. So I guess this is a new theme in movies, huh? Nowadays, it seems like they need to have that though in order to push the movie forward. But starting off with Everest, man, that was the worst. Basically, Jason Clarke's character, he's the curly-haired dude from Planet of the Apes and the new Terminator movie. Anyway, he was like, these are the things you're going to experience, and they're going to suck really bad. You're going to get hypothermia, you're going to get all this stuff where I've seen people up there lose their minds, start stripping off their clothes and freeze to death before they jump off the cliff, and you're going to experience that. And, oh, hoo-hoo, sign me up. That'll be $65,000, please. Like, I'm like, what the hell?
Right? Why would they pay for that?
Yeah, there's actually a part in the movie. There's a scene. Oh, by the way, this is Key. Who,
Hey, what's going on?
he didn't see any of these movies, but he's in this review anyway, just because he's a very intelligent dude who asks good questions like that one right there. Why? That is the first question anyone should ask about why anyone would go up on top of this huge mountain where you're most likely going to die. You're walking past the frozen corpses of the people who were there before you, literally. Like, they just leave them there, like landmarks, and I don't know, it's just wacky. Why anyone would want to go up there? I mean, I guess for the majestic views, right? That's the only thing I could think of. There's a scene in the movie where they're talking about why, and nobody, even in the movie, the characters are like, well, I don't know, because it's a movie and I gotta be here. That was pretty much the best one.
Couldn't they get like a wallpaper, like off of Google Images, and get the landscape that way?
Yeah, man, like a high-res wallpaper. That's how I do it. I've been on Everest before. You? I mean,
yeah. I mean,
every time my screensaver comes on.
I just go Images Everest.
Yeah.
And I save it. I don't even care about the copyright.
And I still have all my fingers and toes. How about you? I didn't lose them.
No, not yet.
Yeah.
All of them, no frostbite.
Check it out. Nose on my face, still there.
$65,000. I could buy a donut shop with that.
There you go. Yeah, I mean, you could have a lot of adventures in a donut shop, and they're safe adventures. Safe, tasty adventures in a donut shop. Let that be a lesson to you, folks. But you know what? You might be like, oh, but of course you want to be on top of Mount Everest. You could see the world and the majestic, like, super wide-angle views, right? But no. The guy who shot this and the guy who directed this, they decided to go with all close-ups, medium shots. They get to the top of the freaking mountain, and guess what you see? You see a little rock like this, and they all go over and they go, boo, yeah! It's literally like that. They don't do, you know, the classic pan around, showing like Rocky 4. Even Rocky 4 had it. And that wasn't even a movie about climbing a mountain. He went up to the top of the mountain, he's like, ah! Remember that? And then it showed like the whole freaking Russian landscape. But they didn't even do that in this one. And they used all these tricky angles where like, here, look. Oh, that's crazy. Now all of a sudden Bo is like laying sideways in the car. Do you believe that? I don't. And that's what they kept doing. They kept going like having some fool lay on the ground and like act like he's climbing. And it was kind of obvious. You could totally tell. Yeah, anyway. So yeah, this is like the first movie in quite a while that I straight up do not recommend. I don't. I know I go easy on movies, but not this one. Josh Brolin, I'm sorry. You were a good actor. The acting was all right, but the rest, eh. So no.
So what's your final like critique on it?
Don't go. I'd say I'd even say, I don't know, you could save it for the rental, but I don't, it ain't even worth the rental to me. I didn't like it overall. I was having a hard time finding places to stay awake, to be honest. But yeah, you mean like a scale of 1 to 10?
Yeah, I don't know what you.
Or like a letter grade?
Yeah.
All right, scale of 1 to 10, I'd give it like a 6.5. And then a letter grade, what would that be? That would be like equivalent of an F, wouldn't it?
No, that's terrible.
Or a D minus. But letter grades are different though, because F is as low as you can go. So really, I guess it would be like a C plus. It's a passing grade.
Save your money. Right? Don't be like those people that decided to go up Everest, right?
Yeah, either save your money or go see The Martian, which is the next flick. Because to me that was better. Here's where you get to a little bit more in-depth look at Matt Damon's character from that one movie. What was it?
Good Will Hunting.
Good Will Hunting. No, the one where he was in space.
Spaceballs.
Spaceballs. Remember Spaceballs? Nah, man. What the heck? Interstellar. Remember you saw Interstellar, didn't you?
Yes. Yeah, I did.
Did you like it?
I did. Is it like Spaceballs?
Another pertinent question. Yeah. I mean, not really. But Spaceballs, though, I wish is what we watched. But anyway, The Martian was good too. Hey, this fool in front of us is watching TV. Look, he's watching some kind of movie. No, but The Martian, Matt Damon, his character is really funny and really likable and makes you want to watch more of the movie, even though it's just him hanging out by himself. Like, it's still entertaining. Kind of reminded me of like Castaway in that way, with Tom Hanks and Wilson. And it's also a really good sci-fi movie. You feel like you get a lot of I believed it. It seemed like these guys were really geniuses. The way that the dialogue was written, the way that the sets were built, it really seemed like they were really there. Although, I mean, Mars looked like Utah, but I guess it kind of does, right? I mean, similar.
Yeah, I would think like Utah or like lower Burbank, California.
Yeah, or like the back of Chuck E. Cheese. Like, depending where he was at any given moment, it looked like those places. But, you could forgive that. I mean, it would have been nice if they could have shot on location. But I think, like,
that would mean they'd have to shoot at the top of Everest.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for that one. Yeah, that's true.
Just to get those shots.
But on this one, they'd have to shoot. They'd have to be on Mars for The Martian, though, also. Which would be like, that's like, they didn't have that kind of budget, unfortunately. Uh-oh, we lost the taillights of the traffic in front of us. That's why it's getting so dark. But now it's very, very intimate. So, yeah, Martian I recommend way over Everest. Don't go see Everest if The Martian is available. In fact, don't go see Everest if anything else is available. Just go take your chances on the unknown. And then third up was The Walk, right? Now, we almost didn't go see this one because we were all like, after The Martian, we're like, hey, that was pretty good, man. I don't know if we want to go to The Walk because we weren't sure what to think. The Walk looked like a little bit like one of those movies. It's like a one-trick pony in the trailers. So we were like, do we really want to see it? The only reason, honestly, we went to see it was because it was in IMAX. And we're like, okay, let's end the day with an IMAX movie. And it was 3D. We didn't see the other two in 3D. So we're like, okay, we'll switch it up, especially because my 81-year-old mom was there and she hasn't really seen a whole lot of 3D movies or IMAX movies in her life. So we're like, yeah, let's go, let's take her. So we go see it, and it was pretty good too, man. The protagonist, again, kind of propels the movie forward, even though the movie isn't about much. It's just about this dude who likes to walk on a wire. I mean, what you might expect, right? That's what it's about, and that's what you get.
Is that a French guy?
Yeah, very French. But it's Joseph Gordon-Levitt acting like a French guy. So, he had to fake the accent and the whole deal.
And who directed it?
Oh, it was directed by, and this is another reason why I wanted to go see it. It's directed by, I was going to say Zach Galifianakis, man, but no.
That would be awesome.
That would be awesome.
If Zach Galifianakis directed The Walk. I would watch that.
Robert Zemeckis is what I meant to say, and he's the guy who directed Castaway, Forrest Gump, right? Back to the Future, one of my favorite movies of all time. Back to the Future, probably the best movie trilogy of all time, which we're gonna go see October 21st when it's coming back to theaters. You gonna go?
Huh?
You Want to go?
No, I'm gonna save my money.
Back to the Future trilogy, man.
No, I know what happens at the end. I have to save my money to go watch Everest.
My opinion means nothing to this man. So like, yeah, but the walk, man, it was all right because Joseph Gordon-Levitt's character, apparently this is a true story, by the way, but he was so powerful and forceful in his like not giving up on his dreams and his ambitions, even though they may not be ones that you and I might agree with. It's like, it's weird because the premise to this is very similar to Everest, and I had a big problem with the one in Everest, but in the walk, I don't know, I like something about his character won me over, and also the fact that they were more self-aware about the fact that like not every person might want to get up on top of a tall building and dance around on a wire with a hole in their foot. You know what I mean? Like the average person probably doesn't want to do such a thing, but somehow he wins you over and you're like, hey man, if it's for you, you have at it, sir. You know what I mean? And you're like, you really want this. And honestly, I think he sold the fact that he couldn't live without pursuing his dreams. You know what I mean? And that's important. Like that motivation.
Follow your dreams, kids.
Yeah, you know? I mean, I could not picture this dude shoveling French fries for somebody. You know what I mean? Even though he was Frenchy, I couldn't see him shoveling the fries.
I
and
think,
like,
yeah, he would just say shoveling the fries. He wouldn't mention where it's from. It wouldn't be important if they were, unless they were like Swedish fries or something. Then he would be like, I'm shoveling the Swedish fries.
That's a solid point. Yeah, he wouldn't even call them French fries because he was French himself. That's, man, you're opening my eyes to new possibilities. By the way, this is the earliest in the morning a Selfie review has ever been. I don't know if you could tell, but yeah, it's 11:29 because we needed a jump start. But it's actually what time is it actually? Like 6 in the morning.
6 in the morning.
Yeah. So anyway, there you go. That's it. Wire, recommend. If I had to say, if it was Battle of the Bands and it was all three of these movies like going up against each other, I think I would recommend The Martian most. Just because it has the charismatic lead like The Wire, but it also has a little bit more going on, you know, like The Wire is kind of like he's just doing this one thing and it gets done, you know, and it's like, I don't know, it's pretty straightforward. But whereas The Martian had a little bit more, you know, like twisty-turny, like, oh, what's going to happen next kind of thing going for it. So it keeps you guessing a little bit more. Yeah. I was actually wondering if Matt Damon was going to get killed in several parts, and he may or may not, I'm not even going to tell you, he may or may not die on Mars. So yeah, go see it and find out. All right. I don't know, any parting thoughts?
Wubba wubba wubba.
Yeah.
Bye. Peace out.
Yee.